Fondra blasts it into the roof of the net. The first goal of the new A-League campaign goes the way of the Englishman. And Adam Le Fondre is on the goal trail once more. Bounce favours Barbarouses. He's trying to play in a strike partner Le Fondre. Ninkovic takes over, weaves his way through. Lovely ball, chance for two. A tap in for Le Fondre. Sydney double their lead. And it was expertly worked between four players. Terrific. So the latest corner from Brandon O'Neill. Oh, it's a really good header. And it's 3-2 Sydney, and it's the hometown boy, would you believe? Ryan McGowan, in front of all his family and friends, plunges a dagger into the hearts of Adelaide United with just a few minutes to go.
Well, Ryan McGowan, a threat from set pieces, utterly free on the penalty spot. Free to drift in, pick his moment and nail the header. He thumped it through the traffic. It's a belting header from the Crow Eater.
Johan's ball in, drops for O'Neill, gets a second bite at it. Brandon O'Neill deflected, in it goes. And Brandon O'Neill will claim it. He got an assist last week. This week he's helped himself and Sydney FC lead.
The kind of bodies that you expect to be able to defend. The first header wasn't the greatest, and he's got the time to have two goes at it, and that's not good enough for Wellington. You must close him down quicker. He does well to shift this ball to his left foot, and the body's just arrived too late to get a decent block. Big deflection into the back of the net, and Sydney FC get the early breakthrough.
Brandon O'Neill to deliver. Towards the near post, it's gone in, looped over. The goalkeeper, Stefan Marinovic, and it is Ryan Grant with his first goal since the grand final 2 years ago. The unlikely hero.
I actually thought this was not a great ball in from Brandon O'Neill, but Ryan Grant was there at the near post, and he just guides it really with the inside of his right foot and loops over Marinovic.
And Johan. In by Ryan Grant. Swept only partly away by Miller. Katrumbis trying to hook it back towards halfway. Now with Bratton. Lovely shape on it. The opening goal arrives. Milos Ninkovic had a little glance at the linesman just to check that he was onside.
They're obviously going to check it, and he's clearly onside. And you had the little ball to Le Fondre there, and Ryan Grant. What a super cross. So difficult to...
Rattray, still plenty of space in these central areas. Sydney to operate in, and Bam Johan finds Grant. Oh, that's a lovely finish. And Adam Le Fondre, who really should have scored in the opening minutes, has scored now.
From Le Fondre, watch it just darts across top of Stanley, and it's a wonderful finish. Perfect weight on that pass to the near post from Ryan Grant. Doesn't have to hesitate, and that's a really controlled finish. Darting in front of Topo Stanley at the near post.
To attack this delivery from Bam Johan. And McGowan did get there, and it's gone in. An own goal off John Katrumbis. It was Ryan McGowan's header, but it was the touch from John Katrumbis.
Delivery and McGowan attacking the ball. Gets the volley, and that's disappointing from Newcastle's point of view for him to be able to... fair enough if he gets a header on it, to be able to get his foot across there and volley it. Katrumbis just can't react quick enough.
Good stretch by O'Neill. Ninkovic, Barbarouses trying to stay onside. O'Neill, Barbarouses found the gap beautifully. Barbarouses has his first goal for Sydney FC. It's been a while coming, denied twice by VAR review, but not this time, I don't think. And Sydney extend their lead to 4-1.
This is fast forwarding now, and he just hesitated. What about the feet here from Barbarouses? But I'm not sure about Glenn Moss's position here. He's coming in on the near post, and he makes a dive at that. I'm just wondering whether that knee's a problem for him. Barbarouses coming in. Quick feet from him to take it away and then into an empty net.
It's Brandon O'Neill with the corner. Headed goal, it's in! And Le Fondre, who missed a chance horribly some moments ago, doesn't miss this time, and the Sky Blues are all square in the big blue.
Claim to an equaliser, but it comes through the traffic of a corner. Two victory players miss. Wilkinson wins the first battle, and Le Fondre just sniffing out the opportunity. Great opportunism from the Sydney striker. He hasn't had his shooting boots on tonight, but his Bonce knows the way to the back of the net.
Good away from Ninkovic. Le Fondre might have been fouled. Advantage played. Good decision by the ref. Ninkovic inside the penalty area. Here's Brandon O'Neill looking to angle it for Ryan Grant, who's onside. Off the crossbar. Must be. It is. And who else could it be but Costa Barbarouses?
What a super player. Drops it off to O'Neill, who drops that on the spot. It's line ball. Ryan Grant might have headed home himself. But Costa Barbarouses, playing against his old team, needed a 1-2 off the crossbar to give Sydney the lead if the goal stands.
Well, this angle isn't going to tell us definitively, but... It's
Adam Le Fondre, and he rifles it straight in the back of the net, and the Sky Blues lead early in Perth. There on the other hand, that's a play on, and now Barbarouses might almost be in here. He's going to pull the trigger. Costa Barbarouses! What a finish! His third goal in 3 matches. He is on a great goal-scoring run, and Sydney lead again.
He thumps it, but there is the suspicion of offside as that ball's played over. Wonderful finish, just sits up nicely. Perhaps a little touch of the way through, ready with no chance.
He's finishing through the early stages. He's full of confidence at the moment.
There's that Franjic on the far side, playing him on. It's a tight one.
Difficult to tell from there, but it does look tight. Lifted the ball, he's got it in his hands. And he's hoping, but it's given the all clear. The goal will stand for Costa Barbarouses, and a brilliant goal it was. There's Grant, Johan again, they play it into the feet of Barbarouses. He's one-on-one here with Djurbic. He'll fancy his chances to take him on. Right across to Grant, the 5 from Ninkovic, and it's another for Sydney. 3-1 is the scoreline. Beautifully constructed by the Sky Blues, and they are dominating in the West.
Low and hard. So Liam Reddy's left. And Sydney FC.
Midfielder will deliver. Alex Baumjohann deep. Header is in. Adam Le Fondre, a day before his 33rd birthday, celebrates his 6th of the campaign. It hung in the air for an eternity.
Barely a flutter. Baumjohann sends it high and curls it. And he's hardly a towering figure, Adam Le Fondre, but he leaps unchallenged at the back post. Absent defending from Western United. Curto left foot.
Time. They don't relinquish them, certainly of late. Can they build on it here? Baumjohann. Oh, great ball! And make it 2! Adam Le Fondre has a double, and that's what you get with Alex Baumjohann in your side.
The traffic flow has been constant down this near touchline. The 3 at the back unable to plug the gap, and it's Baumjohann who breaches it this time, carries the ball.
A couple of assists. Oh, what about that ball? Barbarouses, and the deflection, Le Fondre! Sydney FC already in front. It's taken just 7 minutes, and Adam Le Fondre is breathing down the neck of Jamie Maclaren.
To split everything open with a beautiful pass. Deflection off the Barbarouses effort, which finished up fortuitous for Le Fondre. That's just a sensational pass from Milos Ninkovic. And then fortune favoured Sydney. He doesn't need any help, Le Fondre at the moment. Straight to the back of the net. But you could watch Milos Ninkovic play football 8 days a week and not get bored.
Johan drifting in between the lines. Plays in Barbarouses. Cutback is on. 2 for Sydney FC, and this one will count. Milos Ninkovic on the end of things. It was another slick move.
Between the 2 sets of players, you'd have to say has been reasonably stark.
And in behind, beautifully weighted pass. Here's Le Fondre! He has another brace. He is joint top of the Golden Boot race.
It just comes undone. Great touch on that pass from Ryan Grant. Drops it in. Intuitive, automatic cutback. Delightful finish. Brisbane cut to pieces.
7 in 5. And that is the finishing of a former Premier League striker. See, Le Fondre bends one around. Johan can go to Bahagia. Trent Bahagia just on, and he makes it 4. There is the speed that you cannot coach from Trent Bahagia.
Caceres can move too as well. He's not just a ball player, although he's showing plenty at the moment. Beautiful work.
And the slip kept Bahagia onside. Looking to turn provider. Oh, they make it 5! Adam Le Fondre does have his hat-trick. Trent Bahagia with a goal and assist.
That were at least in the same postcode, but couldn't get near him. He burst through, sent Bahagia away with a beautiful pass. And then Bahagia, after helping himself to one, gets beautiful touch on this. That's a delightful cross, and he's not going to miss from there, not in this form. Alf gets 3, Sydney get 5, Brisbane gets spanked.
It's a healthy one, though. Quickly taken, Ryan Grant on the right-hand side. Sydney FC in front already. Costa Barbarouses with an empty net. He couldn't miss, and he didn't. And the Mariners have been breached within 5 minutes.
Well, we spoke about the Mariners trying to stifle Sydney in those wide areas. We mentioned Ryan Grant loving to get forward and create havoc, and it's the undoing of the Mariners early in the game. Free kick quickly taken, and Ryan Grant.
Lovely ball from Bratton, finds Johan. Barbarouses tries to help it on towards Le Fondre, and he's got there as he has. Well, he didn't look favourite, Adam Le Fondre, but early on, Elfie's at the Christmas buffet eating sausage rolls. Another one for him, 11 for the season now. Sydney lead 1-0.
Marinovic and De Vere, who was toe poked on by Costa Barbarouses. De Vere thought Marinovic was coming. He wasn't. He was waiting to see. Then he stopped. Someone who didn't stop was Le Fondre. Got in behind, and it's a lovely finish, though. You got to give it to him. He's off balance, got pushed by De Vere, and has the wherewithal just to toe poke that one into an empty net.
Bratton on set-piece duty for this one. Crowded penalty area to aim at, and it's going to find its way in. Who got the final touch? We'll find out at some stage, because it seemed as though 5 or 6 players were around the ball.
Yeah, I think maybe Stephen Taylor gets the final touch here. Yeah, I think it comes off Stephen Taylor's midriff and just nestles in the back of the net. Really terrific free kick, though. Terrific free kick just across the line of the 6-yard box. And yes, that...
Johan delivers, Glover comes, brings it down. Oh, what a clearance. Delbridge still alive here. Oh, it's in, and they equalise with 10 men. Just minutes after Ryan Grant was sent off, Adam Le Fondre thumps home his 12th of the season, and we're level again in the top of the table clash.
I mean, it's a pretty good ball in, but really that's regulation catch for me. Ninkovic missed the first one, they blocked it. That's a super finish. Being able to swivel on that is pointing away from goal. There's the block on Ninkovic, then he misses his second opportunity. Look at this. It's nearly a 360 to somehow squeeze that in past the near post, but that has to go down as a goalkeeping error. And Sydney, after going down to 10 men, get back on level terms.
Too easy the way they've worked this. Barbarouses to win it! Sydney FC! Their perfect home record intact, maybe. They take the lead with 6 to go, and Costa Barbarouses with an unerring finish. Down to 10 men for more than an hour, and now Sydney FC are on top.
Johan's corner. Headed towards goal. Fine save by Izzo, but he can't keep out the follow-up, and it's Paolo Rattray at the back post. And Sydney do have the lead now, despite Izzo's best efforts.
Well, it's a super save from...
Sydney work it out well from the back, and they could be on for another raid here. Baum-Johann gets around Maria with ease, cuts it back for Barbarouses. They're queuing up here. Rattray! Goodness me, it's 2 for him. What a week he's had. New deal, 2 goals. No wonder he's all smiles.
Halloran was crossing it. Sydney headed it out and they were away. Rattray through the middle, finds Baum-Johann. Look how he stands up Maria. Dummies to crosses, comes inside. He's on his backside. Barbarouses trying to get it on his left foot. And Rattray, who started that move, had followed the whole play. And it's another control finish. This time, again, with the inside of his foot. The other one, left foot, just passes this one. He hits it nice and firmly into the bottom right-hand corner. That's a brilliant counter-attack, which ends up with the ball in the back of Adelaide's net.
He's been much sharper tonight. Full of intent, close people down.
Strong play by Ninkovic to get clear of his opponent, threads it through for Barbarouses. Sydney threatening, and now they lead. It's as simple as that. That's just what the champions do, and it's Adam Le Fondre with his 13th of the season.
I mean, that's poor. You can't allow Ninkovic to just run unpicked up like that. And then the dominoes fell. He didn't have to tackle there, Fitzgerald, and now pressure's off for Ninkovic. He can set the tone. He can release the ball, which he does to Barbarouses. And Topor Stanley's as close as he can get. But Sydney too lethal in those changeovers.
Joel King pushing forward now and is utilised by Caceres. Sydney inching forward, and nobody's gone with Ninkovic again, which could be costly. It is. Again, it's as easy as that. Costa Barbarouses nipping in, toes it into the back of the net at the end of the ground where he once scored a grand final winner, and Sydney's lead is restored.
Look at Ninkovic, unpatrolled, no one's talking. This near touchline is proving difficult for Newcastle to block up. And Kandarovski, having got there, then can't stop the pass. No one then follows Barbarouses. And it's like shelling peas for Sydney. You've got to go with runners. You've got to close the ball down. They're too static defensively. They've been sloppy the last couple of minutes, and this has been coming. You open.
Grant had to readjust. Baum-Johann slips it through nicely. Barbarouses with a cutback. Le Fondre was just there waiting. Baum-Johann gets around Traore, and the tap-in is there for Adam Le Fondre. No flag against the Englishman, and it is 14 for the season for Alfie, and 3-3 at Amy Park as he scores for the 5th consecutive away match, and the league leaders lead.
Defence, and this is the one time they allowed space to Baum-Johann. He was allowed to turn and face forward. Whether Costa Barbarouses has gone a touch early there, I'm not sure, but this is poor from Adama Traore, beaten far too easily. Lee Broxham doesn't get across in time, and in the end it's a simple finish for Adam Le Fondre. Drives into the penalty area. The defenders can't make a challenge, and in the end he gets in front of Carrigan, I think it was.
Le Fondre, very deft control to get clear of Basher. Baum-Johann, and Le Fondre sliding in, it's got in. Not sure who got the final touch, may well be Costa Barbarouses. It is. That's who they're pointing to in front of the Victory fans. The travelling supporters go wild, and there's a big smile on the face of Costa Barbarouses.
Yeah, we spoke about whether or not the pressure would affect him, and clearly it hasn't. Lovely little play from Baum-Johann. Puts it back on a plate across the 6-yard box. Barbarouses doesn't look convinced. I'm not sure whether he's got the last touch, or looks as though Baum-Johann might be trying to give it to him. Smart play from Adam Le Fondre. I think he does get a toe in there. Sydney FC, too much class.
Here's Luka Ivanovic back in the team after injury, and he's shrugged off the attentions of his marker. Here's Ninkovic, should be 3. Alexander Baum-Johann finally has a goal for Sydney FC, and on his display tonight, boy has he earned it. He has been terrific, so have Sydney. 3 points, signed, sealed and delivered back to the Harbour City.
Well, lovely bit of play here from Ivanovic. He's just come on, showed wonderful strength, gets the better of Carrigan,
gets his head up, plays in Ninkovic again. Maybe he could have taken the strike off. Seems Barb Johan, and a simple finish for the man of his quality. It's the goal his performances deserved. Good play from the substitute. Good decision. And as we've seen on a couple of occasions tonight, Ninkovic looking to bring his teammates into it. Don't Sydney FC love scoring in front of the Melbourne Victory supporters?
Brisbane, though, have never faced a penalty this season. The first one given up by the Raw. Haven't conceded a set-piece goal all campaign. Le Fondre always goes with power, and Jamie Young can't keep it out. The Sky Blues on track for 3 more points against 10 men now. Light spot, wasn't it, from Chris Beath?
Dispatches that.
Little flick from Le Fondre found Barbarouses. Those two already looking a little ominous as Grant whips one in. Late run from Ninkovic, who's gifted a goal. Lewis Miller getting in a real pickle there, and Milos Ninkovic, not part of that Champions League squad, shows off his fresh legs to poach the opener 8 minutes in.
Barbarouses and Le Fondre on that inside right channel. Ryan Grant elects for the cross. Ninkovic coming through the middle, thought he'd missed it because he arrived late, and then Lewis Miller, I'm not sure what he's thinking, but he gets caught in 2 minds. Instead of just clearing that ball, he sort of just cushions it perfectly for Ninkovic, who thought the chance was obviously gone. And a flick of the outside of the boot, gets a hand to it, the keeper, but can't stop it from going in.
Nice early contribution from Tilio. And Van der Sar is past Tonic. Tilio waits, the youngster, to finish it all off. He has an A-League goal just a minute into his senior career. Marco Tilio is a special talent, and he makes it 2-0 to Sydney FC in the 89th minute. And look how popular he is. Every one of his teammates came to celebrate this goal. 2 graduates from the youth team combine. Harry Van der Sar past Tonic, who's hardly put a foot wrong all night. And then the awareness and the poise from Tilio to wrong foot the goalkeeper. It has been one of the treats this A-League season when the curtain raiser has involved Sydney FC. Tilio finds the speedster, wants it back, and he finish off a double here, Marco Tilio. Just pulled out and left it for Van der Sar instead. He'll take the game. Oh no, what a finish! Harry Van der Sar. The kids are good. The kids are very good for Sydney FC. It has been tearing up that competition. Is now starting to break into the senior side of the A-League champions. Van der Sar flushed it past Birighitti. One of the goals of the season. Look how much room he had to beat the shot stopper. Corica had the best view in the house.
There will be a Vesuvius-like reaction when he does manage to get that goal.
Oh, might have struck a hand or two there. Ninkovic with composure. He is such a genius when presented with opportunities like that. Milos Ninkovic does make it 1-1 before half-time. The area here.
Well, it's play on from this point. It's just superb from that point. You want to know how to finish under pressure? Google Milos Ninkovic. Beautiful touch. And then time stops for the great players. Might have been a call for maybe a penalty there, but it's a moot point because we get to watch the maestro in action. Super stuff from a simply super player.
Being told to get ready in a hurry in case Rojas can't go on. An extra number might come in handy here for Sydney FC. Wilkinson's all alone, edge of the area. Rattray went the other way. And now the strike, in off the post, and they capitalise on that one-man advantage. That's the talent he has. Anthony Caceres for Sydney FC.
Any third party to wrap him up when he delivers this. He sucks in, gets away from Cam Sober, and the question about Elvis is why he decided not to keep Anthony under pressure. But it's a brilliant finish from there. This guy is such a talent. It's a thrilling goal in the end. and long overdue from a player of this pedigree. Corica knows what he's got in his stable. Well, and then Elvis bobs up. Well, here goes Ryan Grant. Look at this burst.
And Broxham had to let him go in the end. Le Fondre, oh, cheeky, and in! 2 goals in 2 minutes for Sydney FC as they open up the Melbourne victory big time. And Adam Le Fondre ends that 2-game goal-scoring drought.
Well, incredible this from Grant. Beautiful from Le Fondre. This is just after Sydney have defended their own goal. And Galafuoco is so unfortunate because he can clear that. He's not going to want to watch this again because he's made all the ground. He gets there in enough time. In fact, as it was happening in live speed, I'm thinking the dink from Le Fondre, as cheeky as it is not going to work. But they've skipped clear.
Costa Barbarouses against his former club. Lawrence Thomas got a hand to it. And out of nowhere, Sydney FC are 4-1 up. The boos ring out at Marvel Stadium, a controversial decision.
There's enough information to say at live speed I got it horribly wrong, perhaps not. However, the triple whammy rule should have kicked in. The penalty finally is well dispatched by Costa Barbarouses.
Here's Ninkovic. Little drop of the shoulder, plays it into a nice area. Barbarouses, good save, Lopa. Tapping though for Adam Le Fondre. And Sydney take the lead in the 35th minute. Take a bow, Adam Le Fondre, as he claws one back on Jamie Maclaren in that golden boot race with just his 2nd goal in 5 games. And Sydney FC hit the front.
Well, what a super pass from Ninkovic into Barbarouses. He's able to swivel, get his shot on. Lopa could only parry it.
Le Fondre v Marinovic places it this time, and it's 1-1. Oh, Davila showed too much of it to Ninkovic. Outside of the boot pass for Bahaja. Marinovic stranded. Trent Bahaja, this is your moment. Sydney FC lead. Could be a big goal in pursuit of that Premier's plates. And what a turn of events. Wellington have a goal ruled out at one end. Sydney FC take the lead at the other.
His pace, and there it was for everyone to see. The ball's cut out, transition. What about that for a pass? And I think Marinovic has made a poor decision there to come out. He didn't need to because he had a defender. If you see it, Davila, crossfield pass called out. Ninkovic outside of the boot. Superb pass. You've got Stephen Taylor there. Marinovic needed to stay in his goal. Bahaja would have had Taylor to deal with. Bahaja keeps his composure as he gets past Marinovic. Ninkovic with the interception. What about the pass to Bahaja?
And they might be away again. Bahaja's timed his run beautifully for a quick-fire double against Marinovic. Second chance. Flights it in. Bahaja with 2 goals in 2 minutes. The points are safe now. And he is a super sub and a budding Olympian. Trent Bahaja with speed to burn.
There Luke De Vere upfield. They draw the error. Perfect pass from Le Fondre. Not a great finish the first one.
Fowler. From Johan now to the byline. Across the face, and Sydney FC take the lead. Casera sliding in with Miller. Not sure who got the final touch. But the Premiers elect take the lead 24 minutes in.
Well, such is the goal. Here's the goal again. Bonyahan slides that across. Caceres does well to attack the ball.
Baby tribute celebration. Married to a footballer.
Hiddo was a better option there, Adelaide. That's a good run from Van der Sar.
Trying to play that Ryan Grant role. Bahaja, great ball, tap in coming up. Adam Le Fondre joins Jamie Maclaren atop the Golden Boot race. And Sydney FC do make it happen. Harry Van der Sar filling the boots of Ryan Grant pretty impressively there.
It's exactly what Ryan Grant does and gives to them. And he shows that he can do it. Not a bad pass. Outside of the boot, onside Bahaja, too much pace, and cleverly keeps his composure and plays in Le Fondre, who makes it easy, but keeps his composure as well and taps this into an empty net. Brilliant transition from Sydney. We haven't seen that much in the last 3 games. And Van der Sar.
Still alive. The attacking midfielder for Sydney FC. Now Retre out to King. Ivanovic bending it, and Luke Ivanovic is having quite the night, and he caps it with the equaliser. His second A-League goal is a stunner.
Have a lot of time. He makes it look a lot easier, but the Brisbane defence is sort of there.
Rolled short for Bratton to whip it in. And the header is in. There is the equaliser. And Adam Le Fondre, the second Sydney FC striker ever to 20 goals in a season. He's joint top of the Golden Boot race with Jamie McLaren, who has company now. And Steve Corica does have a goal for his team.
Terrific ball from Bratton. Whip and tail, and he's just too strong for Imai, who probably won't be too happy with his work because he's just allowed Le Fondre to get not only get in behind him, but he's misread the flight of the ball. It's a good header. Angled header, no one on the post.
Barbarouses. Rattray. A little bit of space and nearly squeezed it. Here's a chance. Ninkovic! 1-0 for Sydney FC! The Joe Marsden medalists in last year's grand final in the right place at the right time to put the Sky Blues on top.
To the path of Ninkovic, who's continued his run forward. And a stroke of luck. There's the ball played in. It takes a big deflection. He didn't know too much about it, that Perth player, as it comes off him. And it's Tarek Elrich, and that's a cool finish. Side of the foot. Too much power on it for Reddy to get decent contact for it. Got a touch on it. And Ninkovic puts it in the back of the...
16 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats throughout the season. Oh, big risk taken and slid home by Adam Le Fondre. The flag is up from the assistant, but the goal will stand, I think. Liam Reddy with a horrible blooper in front of the Cove. What was he thinking?
Well, that's a striker's goal. He just follows a lost cause and picked his pocket. Here's the ball forward. Now, watch this. The ball's going backwards. Barbarouses decides, no, we're not going to drop off. We go. Le Fondre goes. Ninkovic blocks off this route. Reddy gets in 2 minds. Probably a poor touch there. And Le Fondre, with a real striker's poacher's goal, puts Sydney 2 up.
Really strange by the assistant on the far side. You saw him put his flag up on that replay as though he was saying, no, the goal shouldn't stand. But it's a clear goal. Brilliant finish. Kicking out right, Grant chesting it home. The kid from Canberra with the smarts at the back post. He scored another grand final goal for Sydney FC. How clever is that finish? Using his head to use his chest to finally beat Tom Glover.
Well, Bahagia does well, really, to put the Melbourne City team on the back foot. Rattray just hands it off to the maestro. This is a superb ball. Nothing more, nothing less from Luke Bratton. Eyes up, receives an open, sees the channel, has to drop it right on the nipple, and he does. On Ryan Grant's nipple, into the back of the net. Sydney staring at another championship.
Oh, completely misjudged by Hong Jong-ho, and Bahagia is in behind! All square! Trent Bahagia on starting debut ends a wait of nearly 6 hours for a Champions League goal for Sydney FC. 1-1.
Great composure from the young Sydney striker to leave Choi on his backside, and then at the near post, just the slightest gap between keeper and post, and Bahagia finds it. Levels the scores for Sydney.
Pretty reliable from 11 metres, and proves to be so again. And Sydney FC have come from behind to lead 2-1.
Good.